When it comes to the perimenopause and menopause, I know the first thing that everyone thinks about is hormone therapy. However, where I want women to really focus on is the lifestyle piece. The difference of sleeping 4 hours versus 8 hours is the following day you are going to consume 300 more calories. Protein and fiber, ladies. Optimize those two. You must lift some heavy weights safely. If we can optimize our sleep, our nutrition, our exercise, it will really benefit. Being comprehensive and looking at your health in a real 360-degree holistic way is vital. This isn't just about fixing one problem or waiting for there to be a problem. It's looking at what you can do for yourself that is sustainable in the long run. When it comes to the perimenopause and menopause, I know the first thing that everyone thinks about is hormone therapy. It absolutely plays its part. However, where I want women to really focus on is the lifestyle piece. So I'm a huge advocate for lifestyle medicine. And what this is, it's a branch of medicine where we look at individualized care in the prevention and even reversal of chronic diseases. How we break this down is into the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine. And I'm going to start with sleep. That for me is number 1. The difference of sleeping 4 hours versus 8 hours is the following day you are going to consume probably 300 more calories as per the research. You're also going to feel a lot more tired, so you're not going to want to exercise, which means your body is not fatigued sufficiently at the end of the day. It's also played havoc on your circadian rhythm, which means when it comes to sleep time again, you're not ready and you're not going to sleep as well. So we aim for anywhere between 7 to 9 hours of consistent sleep each night. And it's making sure that Monday to Sunday, the routine is the same. The sleep routine and the sleep hygiene. Bedrooms are for sleep and sex only. Look at keeping your technology outside. Get into the habit. It's not something that's easy, and I couldn't agree more on that, but it's important to do, and also to do as a family. So it's not just asking your kids, your teens to do it. It's as a family where you look at sleep routine and sleep hygiene. Getting that morning sunlight for 5 to 10 minutes plays a huge part, so it wakes up the body and starts your circadian clock. Next, we move on to nutrition. Protein and fiber, ladies. Optimize those two. Do not be afraid of carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates play a vital part, especially when it comes to recovery. From a protein viewpoint, the recommended daily allowance, in my view, is actually quite low. It's 0.8 grams per kilo of body weight. We should be looking at aiming at anywhere between 1.2 to 2.2 grams per kilo of body weight, depending on if you're looking at maintenance, looking at weight loss, weight gain, especially with muscle gain, depending on your exercise routine. And with fiber, anywhere between 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. Hydration is really important. Depending on what you do for that day, aim for anywhere between 2 to 3 liters of water. But this is very individual, so do speak to your clinician, because it could come down to your background medical history as well. So please don't take any of this advice as a one-size-fits-all. It is very individual and should be tailored to you. We move on to exercise, my favorite piece. Strength and conditioning. I could not reiterate that further. You must lift some heavy weights safely. We should all be able to lift our own body weight, at least, because this is how, by lifting to failure, you build muscle. From our 30s, we start to lose muscle mass. It's very easy to lose it. It's quite difficult to gain it. So balancing it with optimizing our protein and fiber intake, spending the right amount of time in the gym with quality. And this could mean, if you're doing it for the first time, invest in a personal trainer. Somebody who could actually watch you and get your technique right so that there's injury prevention. You do not want to be getting injured and then be starting your training. Couple this with your zone 2 workouts. There is a place for higher intensity workouts, but done correctly, and seek the help you need before you decide on doing this. We also must remember to think about and do our flexibility training. So yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, especially over the age of 65. All of this brings us into the mental health aspect of things. If we can optimize our sleep, our nutrition, our exercise, it will really benefit our mental health. Going through the perimenopause and menopause, it changes your mental health. There could be elements of anxiety, low mood, then the lack of sleep that comes with it, the exhaustion that comes with it, having to multitask to manage a family, work, extended family. It takes a lot. So really focusing on how to optimize your mental health and seeking the help you need early. So find your clinician, psychologist, counselor, so that you can get the support you need, and having the right friends, family, peers around you as well. Social connectedness is our 5th. And this is where you can bring everything together. Call it a walk and talk. So when you're doing your zone 2, you can do a nice walk with a friend or a group of friends where it's incorporated into that social side of things. So you're not having to constantly do things by yourself. Look at it from a work viewpoint. Do you have to be sat around a table having a meeting? Or can you do a yoga class, a Pilates class, a walk and talk? Can you do an activity outside? So actually getting some safe sunlight as well. And finally, the 6th pillar, looking at avoidance of risky substances. If you smoke, you know I have to tell you to stop. If you drink alcohol, be sensible about it. If you're going to have any alcohol, look at when you're having it, the effect and the impact it has on you, and then tailor it to you. Avoid binge drinking. There are various guidelines through the American societies, the British guidelines as well, but look at it as an individual for you. When it comes to drugs, the answer is no.